in Wild Blue Yonder, the Doctor played a little game at the edge of the universe involving some salt. You may have seen it. And you may also know that in doing so, he let some terrible things into the universe at large. One of whom, of course, was the Toymaker, who played his game across reality, up and down the Doctor's timeline, making a jigsaw of it, facing off against foes such as the Master. But there was one who he didn't face, one who scared even him, the one who waits. Me and Ben are now going to talk about
Who
who
do you
that
think
could
that
be.
is?
Because, nice to have a bit of a theorise, isn't it?
What
And
Doctor Who fans do best, isn't it?
yeah, and certainly, having some things to look forward to in the new era should be exciting. It's a very Russell thing, isn't it? The cryptic little teases that he used to do all the time. Your name drops of Bad Wolf and Torchwood. He will knock 4 times. It's sort of, something along those lines again. We're getting back to. We had it first mentioned in the Star Beast. We had the boss. Is this the boss? Is the one who waits and the boss one and the same? Or are they two different characters? I mean, let's start there. Do you think they're the same or two different ones?
Two different things.
I agree. I feel like the boss that feels more, crime, like a crime lord kind of character based
Yeah.
off Beat the Meepers. Like, I don't think someone who Beat the Meepers buddies with is gonna scare the toy maker.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
have like the reference to it's rare to find creatures of two hearts.
Yeah, that seems like someone who collects or something, doesn't
The
it?
Rani
Like,
collects,
rare speed. Yeah.
dimensions in time.
Someone more along those lines, someone with pettier ambitions, but probably still a lot of weight behind them. Whereas something so bad it scares the toy maker, or at least, he's not prepared to play a game against them. That feels like a bit more of a omnipresent threat.
Big
Oh,
entity.
Yeah, it's something that is beyond our mortal coil, so to speak. I mean, you had a interesting theory, didn't you, about who that could be?
Shooty Gatwa last year when he was sort of doing sort of the promo for Disney Plus, like what is Doctor Who, what's the mechanics of the show, and I think there was a video like get to know Shooty Gatwa, and he cited that the Impossible Planet and Satan Pit was his favorite, and he'd love to face the Beast, aka the Devil.
I'd love to battle the Beast because what an ultimate villain. That is the devil, and I don't think you get much more evil than that.
So could the Devil be the one who waits like an Azal figure?
I mean, certainly our new Doctor has good taste in stories.
Yes.
But also, that doesn't feel too far-fetched, especially with, the very idea of the devil and the fact that
Deal
we
with
are
the Devil as well.
Yeah. We are now sort of like in a time in Doctor Who where there seems to be more fantasy going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, facing the literal devil, that does seem to fit that well. And it feels like that the beast, that creature, could very much fit in this new era and also probably be well realized as well.
I think we're
With the increased
getting
budget.
references to the sort of godlike creatures. Like we had the reference of the gods of Ragnarok. So I feel like going forward, we are going to see these big entities. And I think it was teased that there's some link between the 4th and 7th Doctor in the first season with sort of a monster.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which it could lean towards sort of that sort of Sutek type feel, like an Egyptian god, which, Sutek could be the one who waits because, he's patiently waiting for his time to break out of whatever contraption he was in, that time loop or whatever it was from memory.
Yeah, but you mentioned 7th Doctor as well.
Yeah.
Could it be Fenric?
Yes.
That's another option there. Or it could be a totally new villain there. I mean, the Toymaker also mentions, that's someone else's game. So is it another character who likes games, or is that just the toy maker's way of
I mean,
viewing things?
Fenric liked a game of chess, so
That is very true.
who knows? And then maybe Omega. That's always been a thing we've sort of wanted to see.
I don't know if that would be the one who waits though. Like, I don't think any Time Lords would scare the toy maker. I think it has to be an entity above them, especially when he's talking about the Guardians of Time as well, and having faced them. So I think it's something above a Time Lord at least. We also had a bit of a mention on the podcast from Russell about the toy maker's legions. That was another little tease we had, wasn't it?
Yes.
And again, talking about how more fantasy elements coming into play. What different gods from the classic series and the new series as well, I imagine, could we see coming back? What has the Doctor let into our universe?
Could we have what's the thing from the Web Planet?
Ah, yes, the Animus. Could that be making a return?
Shooty and the Zarpy.
That would be.
That's what we need.
Maybe that's how you tempt Peter Capaldi back.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to face the Zarby?
We can do it. We've got a Disney budget now, Peter. We can do it.
Oh, that'd be quite something to see, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, great intelligence as well.
Yeah.
Could that be right along those lines?
I'd love for the Doctor to meet the Orisha, which were a set of gods in Nigerian mythology, and I think that he'd have a lovely old time.
I'm curious as to what Russell's going for with, what things that could be gods but maybe weren't referred to as gods at the time.
I feel like he always wanted to do like a Fendal story. And I feel
that's the literal embodiment of death in a way, isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe that would be quite cool to see.
I mean, again, with a new budget, would they be able to go horror enough with it? I mean, certainly we've seen them push the boundaries a bit with the Giggle and Wild Beyonder, so maybe. I think there's certainly a lot of options out there, so we've thrown a couple of them out there. Why don't you do the same in the comments below? Tell us who you think the one who waits is, or the boss is, or if you think they're the same person.
Or who's who's part of the Legion,
Yeah, there's lots to theorize about, and I'm sure it won't be too long until we start getting answers. We got our Christmas special coming up on Christmas Day, of course, and then I imagine the new season 1 will be right round the corner after that, March, April time.
We'll probably get glimpses of these things as well, because we'll probably have a trailer.
Yeah, I imagine so. So even more fuel for theories there. I can't wait.
No, I'm very excited to find out this, because it seems like an interesting direction to go down, and I'm sure we'll cover those reveals when they happen and go, God, we were either so right or we were off the mark there, weren't we?
I mean, in some ways I want to be off the mark, because it's exciting to be caught off by these things and surprised. So
but then there's that lovely joy of going, oh, that's back, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very true, isn't it? So yeah, let us know in the comments below. Leave a like as well if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more from us or hear more from us.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or both.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully you're not watching this muted.
Yeah. But yeah, thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.